Warning. The content in this podcast contains colorful language, spirited conversation, and some good old-fashioned ignorance. So get out of your bag and let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it then.
Ooh, singing today.
Yes, sir. It's your boy and your girl, and we are here, and this is the Cranberry Podcast, the podcast about nothing. So if there is nothing in your solo cup, I'm going to need you to do me a favor, famo. Fill it up. Fill it up. That's right. And we would like to personally thank you, as we always do, to begin the podcast. We just want to thank you for giving us the one thing that you may not get back. You can't get it back. You can try all you want, but you can't get it back, and it's your time. So thank you, and we promise to be very responsible with every second of it. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it then.
Ooh, I'm really loving the energy today.
Man, it's my New Year's energy. It's my New Year's energy.
I know. Is this is our New Year's episode then?
This is the New Year's episode. Happy New Year! Bah! Somebody hit the goddamn confetti. Ain't nobody in here but us.
There isn't. There's not a soul. But yes, I'm feeling the New Year's vibe. You always think about, okay, what do you want to do different in this next year?
Right.
But I think I kind of talked a little bit about like what I wanted to do different this next year. So
what are you going to do different this year that you didn't do last year? I
already told you I'm going to be debt free by my birthday.
Are you going to do a debt free scream?
Yeah, I plan to. And I didn't travel at all last year.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to travel this year. You're welcome to join me if you would like. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I got to get out of here.
Where are you going?
I have no idea.
Any ideas at all? Anywhere you want to go?
I want to go to Hawaii because I feel like that's simple. It's within the state still,
sure.
and I've never been.
Okay.
We're going to Vegas at some point.
Yeah.
And then, but that was before I do my debt free. Wait, debt free. And then, I'll have everything paid off by my birthday. So I'll be officially debt free. And then all my extra money is just going to be, to have a good time.
There you go. There you go. How much of that money can I spend? Because I got some shit that I be wanting to buy. I saw these Air Force Ones the other day with the gum bottom. They got the gum bottoms on them.
I think you have girlfriends for that.
Oh.
Yeah, no. And since I'm not your girlfriend, you're going to have to find somebody else to buy them for you. However,
that's unfortunate for me.
It really is.
Because I'm single.
Right.
Ready to mingle.
So maybe one of the girls that might be interested in the future might buy you something.
If anybody's interested, cranberrypod@gmail.com. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it's gonna be sad when that shit
my
is
little Walmart
empty.
fucking t-shirt
with the hole
and my swap meet Dickies. Let's go. Go. We're gonna be sitting up in Cheesecake Factory. You and me, baby.
You not gonna take nobody to little Cheesecake Factory. That's above your budget already.
Okay.
we gonna be at Applebee's.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck it. I don't really fuck with Applebee's like that.
You don't like Applebee's. You've never liked Applebee's.
I've tried Applebee's 2 times, maybe 3. And all 3 times, nah. They shit just nasty. It tastes dehydrated.
You know what? As
shit.
Time goes on, and maybe I don't know. I feel like you can only upgrade and you can only go in one direction. Like once you've had things that are better quality, it's really hard to go back.
It's very hard to go back.
Because I remember eating at those kind of places all the time, like a Chili's or all of the Fridays. Yep. And now I go and I most of the time do not enjoy it. So
I like Chili's. You.
I don't like Chili's.
Me and you, we got
I'll eat at Chili's, right, but it's not like if that's where we're already going. But it's not gonna be my idea. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's my idea, 100%.
You like to get the ribs.
Them ribs be off the fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Chain. They ribs don't.
They don't be bad, but it's just not my favorite place to go.
Baby.
Right, fair enough.
You know what I'm talking about?
There's not too many chains that I like, though.
Like, do you remember that commercial, though?
I do.
Chili's, baby, back with barbecue sauce.
Oh, wow. You're really in a singing mood today. We've gotten a lot of vocals from you right now.
I'm very singy.
So, you know
up?
what?
What up, though?
How has your week been? You ain't even told me what's been going on with you this week.
I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong with my week. Soon as you
Wrong?
tell me, yes, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with my week. Soon as you tell me, what the fuck you got in your cup over there?
Well,
What you got in your cup over there?
in somebody's bar,
Get it in the camera. Let me see what the fuck is in your cup, man.
name
Yeah.
will remain anonymous.
Okay.
However,
Sure.
it's actually in a Remy bottle. However, what's in it is not Remy at all.
That's not something that you put on video. Jesus Christ. There is a line at some point. There is a line.
But I'm
There's
drinking.
usually a line.
You want to know what I'm drinking though?
Sure, I guess now.
I'm just kidding. I'm drinking
What?
Remy. I'm drinking Remy because there's Remy in the Remy bottle, of course.
Is there? Where you get that shit from? You definitely didn't get it from Jay's Bar and Chill.
No, I did not.
Because if it say Remy, bitch,
It's Remy.
Remy
Exactly.
in there.
But yeah, that's what I got there.
Rat bastard. Just there's a line. Would you agree there's a line?
Man, people have been putting cheaper liquors in expensive liquor bottles well before your time.
Yeah, I don't think it's cheaper, but I do put Hennessy in my Remy bottle because what I do is I go buy a big ass. This is bullshit that I have to explain this because a nigga just came in here and just decided, you know what, I'm gonna tell everybody. Like I didn't even see the point in telling everybody. But okay, since you decided you wanted to tell everybody,
I just thought it was
you wanted
funny.
to tell everybody. So I buy a big ass bottle of Hennessy. I buy the gallon of Hennessy, and then I just fill my Hennessy and my Remy bottle. Boink. Yep. The secret's out, bitch.
Well, because it's not your regular Remy bottle.
It is a regular Remy
I
bottle.
thought it was like the.
That's 1738. It's still a regular Remy bottle.
Oh.
What's not? What I do keep is, my what is that? It's a special edition Hennessy bottle. So it's a special edition gold Hennessy bottle. So,
all right, I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Yeah, you put me all on blast. I'm not really sure why that it was that important to say.
But you wanted to
but cool.
okay, we talked about what's in my
You
cup.
could have just said, yo, it's Hennessy in the cup.
I should have. But you didn't. Okay, you said you were going to tell me about your week. So tell me about your week.
Okay, so my week was cool. I worked and shit, and then I didn't work, and then that was it. That was
It's a boring ass week.
No, I'm mad boring. Mm-hmm. Now, if we talking my personal life,
Well, your life in general.
yeah, because my personal life is a little more exciting.
You didn't do shit either.
Well, I got some shit going on in my personals.
Oh, what do you got going on?
I got some personal shit going on with a young lady who is I'm feeling her, she's feeling me. And we'll leave it there. Because we'll leave it there.
Okay. So you like someone now?
I like her, she likes me. And it's been interesting. So it's mad quiet up in here. Listen, everybody, somebody turn on the lights.
Well,
call
because
your mama.
I'm like, where are you going with it?
I don't know.
You decided to share.
I was gonna share, but then I thought twice about it. Like, nigga, you probably shouldn't share that.
Right, you like had a whole setup and everything, and then like abandoned ship.
Abandoned it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want anybody's feelings to get hurt.
I don't want anybody's feelings to get hurt. I don't want to be hurt for sure. And I feel like at some point, one of us is going to be hurt based on...
You or the girl?
Yeah, based on things. So, let's move on.
Anything else you want to share about your personal?
Yeah. Let's talk about...
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, let's talk about my children. So my son...
Okay.
My son passed his first board exam.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, man. My son passed his first board exam. He's got one more board exam to take. We've been studying like crazy.
Whoop, whoop.
Like crazy.
That's super cool that you're able to help him study.
Yeah, because, he's going into the family business.
was the family business.
It's the family business.
How long you been doing it? A year?
1 year.
Okay, family business. All right, I'm with it.
Every family business started with 1 year.
Okay, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Yeah.
I know I'm right. So yeah, he's going into the family business.
Respiratory.
Respiratory therapist. Boom. Lifesavers. Yeah. So he passes. He finished school. He took his first board exam. He passed that shit. And now he is set up to take the next board exam. And with respiratory, you have to pass at a certain number in order to be even considered to take the next board exam. If you don't pass that number, then you can't even take the next test. So he passed with what they call in the business the high cut.
I know. Both y'all smart. Y'all both passed with the high cut.
Yeah, he's smart as fuck. He just ain't as smart as Big Daddy. Cause
oh wow,
yep.
Wow.
The nigga didn't beat my score.
But how much? What was the difference between y'all scores?
2 questions.
You 2 questions smarter.
I'm 2 questions smarter, nigga. If nigga asked us 100 questions, nigga, you only gonna get 98 of them. Nigga, I'm gonna get all hundo. I'm smart. Man, I'm smart as shit. Man, I'm smart as shit. So yeah. So other than that, that's it for me. What about you?
So my week, is pretty good. I'm right now. I'm looking for apartments.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend the whole week. I narrowed down a few that I wanted, and so now I'm gonna actually see what they look like in person and see if I like those. But
and you moving to Riverside, right? It's Riverside, right? It's Riverside. That's where you're gonna be at.
All the way to Riverside. That's
Riverside,
where I'm going.
Riverside. So if you want to find her, move to Riverside, and then you're gonna see her at the farmer's market.
Right. I'm right at the grocery store. Getting it. Bam.
Wow, with the arugula in her cart.
Arugula. Ooh.
Yeah.
It sounds so fancy.
Her cart's gonna look super weird because it's gonna have like arugula and then KY jelly, all in the same cart though. In the same cart.
KY, man, I'm already juicy. I don't need no KY.
That's not what I heard. It's not the word on the street. It's not the word on the street.
What street? So the gentlemen that I have encountered are talking to you?
They talking to everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That's the weird part about it because I was like, nigga, I don't care. And he was like, nah, but you need to know.
You need to know that she dry as the Sahara.
It's dry as the Sahara and this motherfucker, she got a fucking Costco supply at KY.
Why are you concerned with my level of moisture?
I'm not. I'm
okay.
Talking shit.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been living in a small place for a while, so I'm ready to kind of upgrade to something slightly bigger. Make me feel a little bit more adult out there, like I'm adulting properly.
Absolutely.
That'll go hand in hand with my debt free.
That goes hand in hand.
That's my gift to myself. Although I'm moving before I'm actually debt free. However, I had to increase how many clients I was seeing because I was like, okay, I can't increase my lifestyle and then be lazy at the same time.
Nope, you can't. At some point, you have to boost up your morale. Yeah.
So that's what I did this week. So I'm feeling confident about this whole situation.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
All right, so listen, buddy. What I wanted to talk about today is because I'm just gonna get right into it.
All right, let's get
into
it.
Year's
Get
thing.
into
You know what
it.
I'm saying? We trying
Get
to
into
fucking
it.
pop champagne. Oh, pop champagne. Oh, we pop champagne. Need more bottle there.
Okay, buddy. Okay. So you want to talk about a topic?
That shit go. Anyway.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna pay for that song? Why you singing? You can't pay for that song?
I can't pay for it. I can't afford it.
Okay.
But I can afford to sing it. God damn it. Y'all can't take that away from me because I didn't say nothing. Anyway, so first topic on the board.
All right.
Let's see what the first topic talking about, baby, because we're going to get right into it because what we are going to do is what we said we was going to do, and we are going to be responsible with these people's time.
Right. That's what we said.
So let's get right into it. First things first. I was searching the net, and what I came across, pause, because I didn't actually come across it.
Ew. Why? There's just sometimes, but the things are just unnecessary. I don't understand why all the extras. You're like a big ass kid, man. I just cannot.
I came across it.
Okay, buddy. Moving on.
I came.
I guess it goes. I guess it goes with the topic. I guess
It does not. But anyway.
Oh
so
no, it doesn't. It doesn't go with the topic. Again, I'm back to why unnecessary.
I don't know, man. I'm stupid.
All right.
Anyway. So, Charlie Sheen, man, did you see this? Did you read about this at all?
I did not read about this at all. When
Okay.
you brought it to the screen, I was like, oh, I never even heard of this shit.
Yeah, so Charlie Sheen, man. Charlie Sheen had a crazy ass neighbor. Now, the way that this story reads is completely bullshit, okay?
Why is that?
It reads bullshit. So basically what ended up happening is that Charlie came home, his neighbor came knocking on his door, forced her way into his home, tried to choke the nigga out real quick, ripped his shirt and everything, and then just turned around and went the fuck back home. Now,
There's crazy people everywhere, bud.
fill me out though.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, and you're right. It is crazy people everywhere. First of all, that don't make no motherfucking sense though. But anyway, so the lady just fucking chokes the nigga out, rips his shirt up, and then just walks the fuck back home, which is, nearby. Maybe like the next house.
Okay.
The medics came, checked Charlie out. He was fine and everything like that. Charlie basically said, I don't know what sparked this. That's what he
Do
said.
you think that
I don't know
maybe
what happened here.
I gotta guess, but I don't know because I don't know Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
However, do you think maybe he was dealing with this woman at one point?
Yeah.
Stopped fucking with her, and now she's doing some crazy shit out of like revenge.
You know what?
What?
I never considered that until right now. You're right. She's 47. So he probably fucked her and I'm not going to say very well, but he must have did something. He must have did something that
Made her
she
feel
busted it.
rejected.
Yeah, he did her dough. He did her dolo. So, she came in, she ripped him up and then bounced out. And yeah,
I wonder what they was arguing about because I'm
'cause
sure
that's weird.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a conversation. They just not saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he did or did not do.
Yeah.
But to paint her as the crazy ass neighbor or whatever, I don't think it's fair. I think there's a lot more to the story.
I believe that
because
too.
people don't usually unless she just batshit crazy, which she might be.
She could be batshit crazy.
But they live in the same neighborhood, so I'm
do.
gonna say that either she's successful herself or she's married to somebody successful. In which case,
Fair enough.
like, what's the motive? If you've been living there,
There's a motive.
why is in particular Charlie Sheen? I'm sure he's not the only celebrity that's in that neighborhood. So why him?
No, because Charlie Sheen got bread.
So I don't know.
Charlie Sheen got bread.
But it
And that's
sounds
the thing.
interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Now, to add to it, this is why I don't believe that she just busted in and just started fucking harassing you. There's more to it.
Well,
and
she probably
somebody's not
did
saying
that day.
Somebody's not saying what it is. However, she did in the past squirt some sticky shit on his car.
Let's say again how long they've been fucking around with each other though.
Well, that's my point. This is my point. My point is that, you don't just have a bitch come bust your door open and start fucking choking you out and doing all kind of weird shit just like randomly. Like if they just weird like that, they just weird like that. You know what I'm saying? But most times weird people don't assault you twice. You know what I'm saying? Like they just get you the one time and then they go get another neighbor
if
like
it's
the
random.
next time. Because if it's just random, it's just random.
No, he
Like, if
probably
they're
had
fixed
another.
on
I
you.
wonder if he had another woman there. And she
Well, it didn't say.
or she saw him have another woman there a different day. She comes like, I'm gonna squirt some shit on your car to get back at you. We still going back and forth. Maybe he fucked her one more time after that.
Yeah.
I'm making up a whole scenario. However,
No. You make sense though.
I think there's more to the story that we're probably never gonna know because he's not gonna admit that like he was dealing with her, especially if she's married to somebody else. He might have been a side piece.
Yeah, somebody is the side piece. Listen, there is no way that the lady just bust open the door and just start beating you up, my nigga. What did you do to her? You stuck your dick in her for sure. You did. You stuck your dick in her. You had to. There's no way.
Have you ever had a woman try to come over to your place and fuck you up or fuck your shit up?
I've never had a woman come over to my house and try to fuck me up. Now, I have had a woman come over to my house unannounced, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" well,
your place is like Fort Knox. You have like cameras everywhere. You can't get into nothing.
No, I legitimately I can't even get the shit out. Like I'm stuttering my ass off. I'm so afraid. Listen, I make sure these women are crazy. These bitches crazy.
Everybody's crazy.
So, I make sure that when I move into a place, I make sure the place is gated. Like that's like rule number one. Make sure it's gated. I don't want you to just have full access to my front door. Now, if the gate pops open and you slide through and you done got in, now you trespassing, bitch. I'm calling the cops. Now, I've had somebody back in the day when my shit was gated, but the gate wasn't locked all the time. Mm-hmm. And this young lady just came to my crib when I wasn't home, and I was in a relationship at the time. So she came and left a nice little note on my door. Yeah. And it wasn't like one of those mean, like, I'm going to kill you, nigga. It wasn't one of those. It was more or less just like, hey, this is X, Y, and Z. Hit me up. And so I just yanked it off the door. I think, to be perfectly honest, I think I got it off the door before my pieces saw it.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Oh, man.
I think
that was weird.
Yeah, you had, and she wasn't even, the girl who left the note wasn't even close to being your man, because I think there was other people that would have been a candidate had you not been in that relationship. And she was not even close to the orbit.
I was just fucking her. I'm not even going to like soften this up. I was just fucking her. You know, like she knew I was fucking her.
Yeah, at that time you had a main, you had a side girlfriend, and you was fucking other people.
Yeah, no, I was cheating on my side girlfriend with a side girlfriend.
You were.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I don't know.
That was back in the day, though. That was when I was like I was a slimy ass nigga. These days, though, like I'm
you're
like
not slimy today.
No. I'm super faithful to
yourself,
to everybody that is.
While they're there at your, well, you're single, so
anybody in my presence, I'm faithful to you.
Nah.
If you in my presence.
But you know what? Yeah. I really wish that we could find the rest of the story with the whole Charlie Sheen shit.
Well, the young lady, she was charged with assault with a deadly weapon. I'm not sure what the deadly weapon was.
I mean, them arms, man. She might have been a pro.
Was she buff?
She might have been.
She was buff.
Buffski.
Yeah, she might have been buff. But she was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and burglary.
Burglary? What'd she steal?
Well, burglary is because she busted in the house.
Oh,
they can consider that burglary. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's just throwing a book at her. And it's Charlie Sheen, so it's gonna get some. It's gonna get some publicity. So of course they have to like charge her with something.
I wonder if it was a fellow white woman.
A fellow white woman?
Yeah. Well, because he's white.
You think Charlie Sheen would fuck with a black broad?
Oh, I wasn't saying black either.
Oh, like Mexican? Because he's really Mexican.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Emilio Estevez is his brother.
Well, I don't know if he's Mexican, but he's of Spanish descent of some sort.
Oh, see, Spanish? That's where you got me, because and Mexicans, Hispanics, Spaniards, I don't know what to call y'all, but they always get
Latinx.
I don't even know if they like that, but they never. I'm not joking. I like to call them Spanish because they all speak Spanish. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, don't get offended. You speak Spanish, so you can't call them Mexican, because then they be like, oh, I'm not Mexican. I'm
But then
Guatemalan.
you can use the same thing with English. Like you're English because you speak English.
You're American because you speak English.
But not only Americans speak English, though.
No?
Well, I'm assuming English came from England, so I don't know.
Look, man, don't try to fucking quiz me in this motherfucker, man. I'm not that smart, man. I'm just not that smart, man. I'm going to fail that test. I fail it with the Hispanics all the time. That's why I just call them Hispanic, because it's like I don't know what to call them. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just don't know what to say.
I think different people prefer different things. I think it's kind of like how black people have the conversation. Do you want to be called black? Do you want to be called African American? Or something else.
And I'm okay with that, because I understand it, because like, if you call me Negro, we might have to lock up. Like, nigga, did you just call me a Negro? Like, nah, let's lock up. Like, real shit.
Okay, just out of curiosity, I know they're taking a different turn, but what is your preference? Do you prefer black or do you prefer African American?
I don't prefer African American for the simple fact that I'm not African and I'm not American. You're
not American either?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then what are you?
I'm just black.
Just black.
Yeah, because we both know that the actual African Americans were brought here on that ship, and tons of them died at the bottom of that boat.
Yeah,
only the strong survived and got over here. And I don't like to be called African American because I'm not African American. I'm not African, and I'm not American.
Fair enough.
I was born in America, so technically I'm American. But if you can't like give me my own shit, then fuck you.
You know what? My mom has that same, or used to have when I was younger, because she, doesn't necessarily talk about this stuff now, but
sure,
she would say that a lot. You know, like same thing you're saying. Like, you know, there's no real association with African, so she didn't want to be called African American. I kind of adopted the same mindset of just sort of like, you know, Black American is totally fine, or black in general.
I like Black American, actually. I do like Black American. I like Black American.
So, you know, if we're identifying, because I think that speaks to more truth, because, you know, if you talk to me about anything that's African culture, I don't really know much about it.
Africans don't even like us.
Fair enough.
They don't even like us.
Fair enough. So that's kind of like my take on it.
Nigger.
But there's
niggers. The niggers.
But I feel like, you know, people have different preferences, and some people don't want to like lose their heritage back to Africa. You know, so people have different feelings about it. But yeah, you know, I think in the Latinx, Hispanic community, I think they kind of have that same conversation that we're having right now. So I think,
I never want to be insensitive about that because of where I come from, because of my heritage alone. You know, I don't want to be called something that I'm not either. So I try not to, you know, I try to just like, I'm trying to figure it out. But like in a general sense, I'm not being insensitive, just so we're clear. I'm not. And I know black people have they shit like what they want to be called. I get it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, you can't.
We ain't gonna come for you. It's okay.
Don't get upset with me. Don't get upset with me if I say like
the wrong thing,
Hispanic or Mexican. Like don't feel like I'm just categorizing, or because I don't know. I'm not gonna say no more. I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Oh man, like
I'm all in the corner.
I think it's a tough topic, and I think it can be uncomfortable for people to have the conversation. But I think as long as whatever the conversation is, it's genuine and it's coming from a lens of trying to educate yourself, or of curiosity. Hopefully, it's not received in a way that is, you know, hostile or, you know, unwilling to help. So hopefully somebody will continue to educate us, and we can continue to find, you know, more information just about our fellow Americans in a general sense.
Real shit though. Okay, so just because I don't want nobody writing no letters or sending nothing in, we're gonna move on.
Fair enough.
You know what Vin Diesel did? Vin Diesel out there getting busy.
You know what? I don't know. And Vin Diesel is loved by many. That's
my guy.
Whatever his what is that called? Like, not promo, but like his public persona.
Yes.
Is a likable guy for the most part.
I mean, you don't hear much from Vin Diesel, but
no, yeah. And even in the little like previous like controversies that he's had, or arguments he's had with people, I really haven't heard him say much, because I know at one point he's had some disagreements with certain co-stars from Fast and Furious.
Like who? Spill the tea.
I want to feel like him and The Rock at one point we're not aligning, we're not getting along.
I thought that was him and Tyrese.
Also Tyrese too.
Oh, The Rock. I mean, Vin Diesel had problems. I didn't know that.
I feel like yes, but don't quote me, because I'm not 100% sure.
I'm quoting you. You're quoted.
But I think
she's been quoted.
There's been a couple of other people here and there, not a lot.
Yeah.
That haven't gotten along with him. But again, he's always come across as like super cool.
Yeah, I don't like.
So I was actually
That's
surprised by the
fucking
story.
haters. I think that's some hater shit because I believe 100% that anybody who has a problem with The Rock from Fast and Furious, they're just mad because The Rock steals the shine because he's just more charismatic than you niggas. The rest of you niggas, y'all niggas is boring.
The Rock
Okay?
does come
Y'all niggas
across
is
as a
bullshit.
super cool dude. He comes across like
Super
he's
duper
genuinely very nice. I don't know him personally, but that would be my assumption. So I would find it hard. And I'm biased because I've loved The Rock since the wrestling days. I was already a fan. So it just has grown over time.
Okay,
But
let me tell a story.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so now, as far as that goes, The Rock, I've seen I've seen it on his Instagram, so I don't know if that's really him, but I seen on his Instagram where I don't know if you've ever taken that Hollywood tour when you're on that tour bus.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
I've seen him do this a bunch of times, not just once, but I've seen him do this at least 3 times where he pull up on the bus, he take pictures with everybody, talking to him. He's like super personable, right? Mm-hmm. Now that's on he's filming the shit. Nobody's in the car with him. He's filming that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he just, for the cameras. Let's just say that's the case.
I've seen it from TMZ's point of view also, but same
idea.
Yeah, same idea. Yeah.
Same idea. He's fucking performing. Now, when it comes to Tyrese specifically, now I used to work at the Staples Center. Goddamn right, I'm a 9-to-5 nigga. So I used to work at the Staples Center. And I ran into many stars. I saw Marlon Wayans, cool ass nigga. Not as tall as you think he is. If you thought he was tall. He's not taller than me. And I'm only 5'11". So met him, Heavy D. I met a bunch of motherfuckers. Lisa Ray. I met a bunch of motherfuckers. Busta Rhymes. I met a bunch of people. I saw Tyrese in there one time, and I'm in my uni. I'm in my uni. I work in the building, buddy. I work in the building. And he belling through with a baddie too. He had a baddie with him. This is a long time ago. It was like 2021.
2021?
Did I say 21?
You did, but
I meant 2001. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
You did not work at the Staples Center.
Rewind that shit. So 2001, and I was up in there, and I saw the nigga. I was like, "Hey, yo, what's up, my nigga?" And he gave me the cold shoulder like you wouldn't believe. He felt like he was above me. I'm not even bullshitting you. It wasn't that the nigga was like rushing to his seats or he had an entourage. He was just with him and some other bitch. Mm-hmm. She was bad too. But he gave me the cold one. So if I'm gonna say anybody is full of shit, I'm gonna say it's that bitch ass nigga. Sorry, Tyrese. But you's a bitch ass nigga.
You already had a bad experience. And that's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know how it would be if I had to be on every time I was in public. I'm sure there'd be some people who would probably think I was a jerk because you don't always feel like you're in the mood to just like, hey, what's up? Be
Stay in the fucking house then. Stay in the fucking house. You're a celebrity. Don't come out into the world where people are going to notice you and then be a dick. And if you are going to do that.
But how can you do that all the time?
Stay in the motherfucking house. Either stay in the house or get yourself like an entourage. Okay, so you remember the time that we went to Las Vegas and we got bumped. We got bumped.
I don't remember. Go ahead.
It was for New Year's. And we got bumped. Who did we get bumped by?
I don't know.
Nas. Nasty Nas.
Oh, he bumped into us?
No, we got bumped. Remember, we was on the flight, and then all of a sudden, we wasn't on the flight. And then when we got to the gate, because we was on standby now, Nas was there. And
I don't remember getting bumped.
Yeah, we got bumped, famo.
Maybe I blocked that out.
Yeah, we went to the window, and we was talking to the lady. I'm going to be more specific then because we went to Long Beach because somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody.
That was that trip.
Somebody said we was leaving out of Long Beach, but we was leaving out of LAX.
LAX, yeah.
So you leave out of Long Beach and it's like, you only need to be there an hour ahead of time. But if you leaving out of LAX, nigga, you need to be there a lot longer than an hour. So we show up to Long Beach with an hour to go, maybe 50 minutes.
Did we make the flight?
No.
No.
That's why we were on standby.
That's how we got bumped.
That's how we got bumped.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, I remember. I recall.
So
Man,
anyway, I
after
saw
that-
Nas. But Nas had a little group with him just to keep it 1,000. He had a little group with him, and it was the buffer. It was the buffer system. Obviously, nigga, I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
So I got a buffer system.
Yeah.
You feel me? Makes sense. You got a buffer system. It's because you don't want to be bothered.
Although
but if
he-
you out there by yourself, dog,
Yeah.
people are gonna ask to talk to you.
You know what? Even though, funny enough, nobody was bothering him. Like, everybody was just like,
He had a buffer system. Nobody was gonna bother him. He had like 2 big ass niggas with him.
he
had a
did, but
nigga
nobody,
buffering
but
him.
also nobody was going up to it, to either one of them either.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't think a lot of people knew who he was.
No, because if you wouldn't have said anything, I wouldn't have noticed him, to be very honest.
And normally,
And you are different when you see, like, I don't know, you're funny because, like, you like to make people feel extra special for some reason, and you're like, oh, you're like make a fuss over them, and I'm just like, I don't even care at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do that, but you know, you just like to make everybody around you like
well, I'm
feel
a
away.
Gemini, so as a Gemini, we tend to make anybody we are around feel like they are the only person in the world.
Yeah.
That's just one of our character traits. But I didn't do that for him. I never approached him. I never approached him.
You
not
did
once.
it. You didn't.
I didn't. So no, I never approached him. But I could tell that he didn't want to be bothered. I could
Yeah, because
tell
he
didn't
saw
wanna be
you
bothered.
notice him.
And he didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah,
So I
he
didn't
just kind
bother
of
him.
like, but he didn't like walk away or anything. He just stood there and was just sort of like, oh, I hope he don't. Like he
You
didn't
could
say
tell
this.
he was like, I hope this nigga don't
yeah,
come say
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't even fuck with LA niggas like that. I could hear him thinking it. Like, I don't
No,
even fuck with
but
LA
he's
niggas
been,
like
but
that.
he's been famous a long ass time. I doubt he's
Doesn't
like, oh,
matter.
I don't fuck with LA niggas kind of.
Man, that's how they really, them New York niggas, that's how they really think. They really
Maybe
think like
they
that.
do, but
They really
when you're a public person, I don't think
Still.
so.
Nah, still.
I don't think so.
I think so. I believe that 110%. That's weird. We'll agree to disagree.
because the
but I
whole
think so.
point is that you want everybody to love your music.
Not if you're not selling any music. He wasn't
Selling anything at the time.
This was
but
just
I'm
like
just
a couple
saying.
years
But
ago.
I'm just saying, like at one point he did. So
I think he would at that point when he was selling music. I think he would have been more than happy to like, yeah, that's another customer right there. Because I believe the nigga got you know what I'm saying, some kind of business sense about him.
Of
You feel me?
course.
Yeah, so I just think that he wasn't trying to like, my nigga, I'm in Las Vegas. If I see you in Las Vegas, I might fuck with you and play it up and act like it's all good. But like, nigga, I'm at the airport, bro. I don't want to be
we were
bothered.
leaving Vegas, so he didn't know you were from LA anyway.
You're wrong. We were leaving LA going to Vegas.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I know you don't remember. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? I made the nigga feel anyway. I didn't make the
No,
nigga
I
feel
didn't
like
say
nothing.
you did. I just said that you have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, I do that
Anyway,
with people
back
that
to
I
Vin
love.
Diesel.
Anyway, I know we got on a tangent. Anyway, back to Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's being sued by a young lady. Her name is Asta Jonason. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that is her name. And basically what Asta says is that she was hired by a company called One Race Films, and Vin Diesel's sister is the vice president of One Race Films.
Okay.
Or she is the president of One Race Films. And she was hired by them to be Vin Diesel's personal assistant. And after a party at Vin Diesel's hotel, Asta was supposed to escort everybody out of the fucking hotel suite
Okay.
and then escort Vin Diesel around paparazzi
Okay.
to get him to his vehicle. Now, I guess what Asta says happened
Okay.
is that she escorted everybody out of the hotel suite, and then Vin Diesel decided to drop trowel, pull out his dick, push her up against the wall, and started jacking it.
That sounds very strange.
Yeah. Vin started jacking it.
Although men do some weird shit though, so who knows?
Yeah, because what's his name? The red hair
comedian?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing that. He was running up on niggas jacking it. So I don't know what that's
What
about.
is wrong with men in a general
I'm not
sense?
jacking it. I'm sticking it in. If I got you in a corner, bitch, I'm sticking it. We're already here. I'm already
violating
you.
Oh,
I'm not gonna like partially violate you. I'm not partially violating you because like I'm gonna get the full punishment either way. So if I'm gonna get the full punishment, I might as well fully violate you.
I don't get well, I mean, I guess everybody just obviously there's some stuff that's not right.
I do not condone violating anyone in a general sense. Please do not violate anybody. Don't violate people. Listen, stay in your bubble. Everybody, stay in your fucking bubble. Yeah, you stay in your bubble. You stay in your. I'm gonna stay in my bubble.
It's really not that hard to keep your clothes on with people who don't want to like interact with you with your clothes off. Like I don't understand it. Now again, I don't know if this is even true, but it just seems very strange. And the fact that it happens and in general sense in life is very like just baffling to me, like the appeal of people to just do this.
Vin Diesel put out a statement, or his lawyer put out a statement saying this is the first time he's ever heard of this. This was during the filming of Fast 5, which was so many years ago.
Yeah, because they're on what, almost 11, 10?
Yeah, basically they're on 11 now, technically. So yeah, this was in Georgia during the filming of Fast 5. And, I don't know what happened. I'm not saying that it happened. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I don't know. All I'm doing is giving my POV on what the news story is. And my POV is 110%. I don't know what happened. So this is what the girl said happened. She said he pulled his cargo shorts down, whipped out his dick, started fucking jacking it. He squirted all over the place, I assume. And I make sure that I say assume, because she said he finished, and then Vin walked out of the room. A couple hours later, Vin Diesel's sister, who is the president of what is it called? One Race Films, calls the young lady and says, "You're fired. We don't need your services anymore." She says she was fired because she didn't give her vagina to Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's sister said she was fired because we just didn't need your fucking services no more. She was only there for 9 days.
Interesting.
Yep. So that's a lot. You know what? I mean, again, I don't know what her role it was in the film or whatever. Whose role? The young lady was just a personal assistant.
Oh, she was an assistant.
She was the personal assistant to Vin Diesel.
Interesting.
Yeah. But you gotta understand that, like when places hire a personal assistant for a star, they're hiring it from a service and X, Y, and Z. So you're not getting, like, if I hired a personal assistant, I'm gonna hire you. I'm gonna hire. You know what I'm saying? If I had a personal
somebody somebody I know personally,
like, this is my personal assistant. I'm not gonna hire a fucking stranger that doesn't know me. That is not. And if she come up here and she got ass and her titties is poked out, yeah, I'm gonna try to get at her. Am I gonna drop my fucking cargo shorts and pull my dick out and start yakking it? No, I ain't gonna do that. But hey, yo, it's a nice ass.
Obviously we're missing pieces of that story if it is true.
Tons of pieces. She said he grabbed her titty and started trying to kiss her. That's what she said.
Right, but there's no conversation. There's nothing happening. It just seems
Think about it, though. Think about this. There's a party going on. I just had a party. I'm a big star, so I got all the liquors you could possibly drink. I got this really nice fucking hotel suite, and now the party's over. I'm drunk. Everybody else is drunk. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm rock fucking solid right now.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then you in here with all that ass.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, it's not unfathomable, like, it's possible for sure that happened that way. But well, I guess we'll see.
We will hear
sometimes, more information like comes out over
it trickles in.
Like is it Jonathan Majors?
Oh my God, that is such a crazy story. He was convicted.
Yeah, I heard that he was convicted even after the video of the girl like chasing after him,
chasing him down.
Yeah, that one is. I don't know what's what. Like, I'm confused when it comes to that situation.
I think it's bullshit. I don't know, but that's my POV. I think it's bullshit. Whatever, though. I mean, who cares about what I got to say about it?
Right.
As far as this goes, the young lady says that because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
She says that the Me Too movement is what inspired her to come out.
Okay.
And that's cool.
Well, I hope they get to the bottom of it. I hope they find the bottom of it.
And I'm gonna say this because I want this to be a blanket statement in a general sense, and I'm always gonna feel this way. If Vin Diesel did what the young lady said she did, fry his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Fry his motherfucking ass up. Nobody gets off, man. Nobody gets off. I don't get off. Fucking police pull me over. I don't got no goddamn license. Guess what they do? They towing my car. So yeah, my nigga, if you out there, you pulling your dick out and you squirt all on people's socks and shit. Yeah, my nigga, yo.
Squirting on their socks, okay.
Well, I mean, you know, the nigga is kind of old, so he probably don't got the fucking distance like he used to have. So it's on the socks now.
Yeah.
Like, that shit just drizzles out. You know what I'm saying? Hit your fucking socks. You know, hit your little polos. And then what you gonna do?
Wow. So
now what
extra.
you gonna do? You gotta take your polos off. Nigga.
Oh, wow, so
you
extra. Okay.
Anyway. So yeah, I like in a general sense, I would like to like understand because I know that you are a therapist.
Yes.
So like, I know you've seen like this sexual assault shit happen with some of your patients. Now, I know you can't like get into specifics with it, but like when it comes to like sexual assault like this, what are the signs that you've been sexually assaulted? Because I know there are signs.
I don't think there's any signs that anyone been sexually assaulted. However, it is very common that sexual assault victims don't come out and speak about it until many years later because it is very traumatic. Okay. And sometimes it takes a long time to even be able to say it out loud. There's a lot of shame that is associated with it, a lot of guilt. So that part of it does track. Like, you know, I don't think just because somebody waited a long time to say anything that
that is not true. Right.
Yeah, that is not true.
Right.
And then, you know, I mean, I think there's signs of trauma just in an overall sense. I don't think there's any particular like, oh, I've been sexually abused signs unless they're children and they start displaying sexual behavior. Then yeah, that's a clear sign that obviously that they've been
I was sexually assaulted.
You know, abused in some sort of way. So, you know.
It was by an adult though. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you want to talk about it on the pod?
No.
Okay.
But you know who you are, lady.
Okay, fair enough.
If you had some money, I'd be on this bitch crying and there's some more shit right now. If you had some money, bitch, I'd be, oh my God.
I do encourage anyone who has dealt with something like that to go seek any counseling or services so that they can process. And if they would like to make any like formal police reports, that they go ahead and do so. I know that the laws
around
Where would they do that? Make a police report?
Yeah.
The police station.
At the station. There you have it. Make your police report. Wait for it. At the police station. You didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh, wow.
Nobody saw that one.
I'm
such a fucking idiot. Anyway. Okay, so, but yeah, so it does track that she did wait so long because like sometimes when you're assaulted like that, like, you know, sometimes you just, you know, because I honestly, me personally, because I am a man, and even though I have been sexually assaulted, I don't believe when people wait like from like 2007, like now you coming out, huh?
Right.
You know, normally I'm not buying that shit, but you know, that's just my personal fucking shit. Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? This is my personal shit. I'm not right, and it doesn't make me right.
I think a lot of people think just that, and I think that's what makes it even harder, is because it's like, okay, well, oh my gosh, like now, so all this time has passed, like, you know, now nobody's gonna believe me. There's a lot of thoughts that go into it.
Right.
So I think it's really hard. I don't know if I would be brave enough to come out and talk about it. I haven't been in that position, so who am I to say one way or the other? Right. I think it takes a lot of courage to talk about anything that's happened to you that's like not exactly your proudest moment.
Yeah, and it's very traumatic, you know, and I don't know, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, and I'll be perfectly honest with the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was very sexualized as a youth. You know, a lot of my memories from a youth were being sexualized. I'll also be further transparent and say that I have never been sexually abused as a child. Like,
Right.
no man, no woman has ever sexually abused me. Otherwise I wouldn't even be speaking about this. So I'm not sure where my sexualized behavior came from. You know what I'm saying? But I was very sexualized as from the time I could remember. The only thing that I can think of that made me sexualized as a youth is that all the little girls in the neighborhood was chasing your boy down.
I'm sure they were.
Young
I'm sure they were.
Young Tana.
I mean, it could be a variety
wanted
of things.
your boy.
There's all kinds of things you could be exposed to without it necessarily being abuse per se. But, who's to know?
What do you mean?
Like if you see porn or something at a young age, or a variety of different things.
That would make sense if it was this day and age, but back when I was a little kid, it was very difficult to find porn.
Yeah. So who knows?
Even in in the liquor stores, they would have like a porn section with the magazines and shit, but it would all be covered up.
Oh.
And you couldn't even go over there and add a black fucking thing over it, kind of a thing.
Like the old way of getting your little rocks on. They had a little curtain, the adult section.
Exactly. And sometimes it wasn't even a curtain. They just had the section. They just had like magazines here, and then they would cover that shit up like with like a board or something.
Yeah.
It would say like Hustler or fucking whatever the other one was, and you see the words, but you couldn't see the actions. Yeah. You couldn't see the nude shit behavior. So I'm not sure where I became sexualized, but I know that it has like something to do with something deep rooted, right?
Possibly. I don't know. We would have to talk about it in more detail.
I'm just talking about it in a general sense. I'm not talking about my specific situation. I'm just saying that in the book, when they teach it to you, they tell you that the sexualized behavior comes from somewhere, right?
Generally, yes. Generally, yes.
That's
people
where
don't
I'm
usually
going.
come out the womb, that way.
Pulling fucking teeth to get that shit out of you. Pulling the fucking teeth to get it out of you.
Right?
But yes. So I know it comes from somewhere. I don't know where it comes from me, but I know in a general sense that it comes from somewhere.
Right,
It's not one of those things that you just come out the pussy and you're like, oh, I came out that pussy. I like some pussy. That's not how it works. It doesn't work that way.
Right. No, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
So more to come.
More to come. We'll see what happens. People are out here just fucking around and sticking their dick in anything, and that is damaging relationships. As we move on,
right?
As speaking of damaging relationships, Ali motherfucking Wong. That's my girl.
Yes.
Ali Wong is my motherfucking girl. And so what I see is that Ali Wong is having or getting a divorce.
No, not Ali Wong.
Ali motherfucking Wong.
I really like her a lot. I've seen her specials. I love them all. And I know she talks about her husband quite a bit. So I was really sad to hear that. And to hear that they already have been separated for a while.
April 10th, 2022.
I'm really sad to hear that.
Yeah, they posted it. They posted it, I want to say a few days before everything was like publicized or whatever. But they're separating after a 12-year relationship.
Man.
They got 2 kids, 6 and 8. And she obviously was smart enough to get a prenup.
I think that women should get a prenup. Or not women in particular. I think people should always get a prenup.
Okay. I'm glad you cleared that up because I'm about to take a shit right here on the pod.
Because I think the perception often is that like women are like after men's money or whatever.
Yep, that's the trick.
And I kind of feel like even if I married a man that had quite a bit of money, I would still want a prenup. I just feel like it makes things smoother.
Fair enough.
I think because unfortunately people are not their best selves when they're going through a divorce. So to have things already mapped out, if you guys already come up with an agreement while you guys are still in a good space, I think is healthy.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. No, I agree with you 100%. Like, if you got a lot of money and your person does not have a lot of money, then, yeah, you should probably get a prenup. However, Ali Wong's husband is the vice president of Good RX. You seen the commercials?
Yeah. Well, I think no matter how much money you guys have,
Sure.
because you never know. At the beginning of a relationship, you may not have nothing, but it may grow over time. Or you both have money. Like, you never know. I think it's a good idea, no matter what, to have a prenup or a postnup. If things start to change over time, you can always make adjustments to it.
You can always, unless it's ironclad.
I'm a big well, if you guys both agree together to make adjustments to it, you can.
So let me ask you a question. So in that situation, if you are dating someone, he has the lion's share of the money. Let's just say, for example, you decide, you know what? I'm gonna quit my job because we are in this space where we love each other and I don't see an end in sight. So how about we just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna quit, and then you're gonna be the breadwinner. Hold on, let me finish. I haven't finished.
Okay.
So you're gonna be the breadwinner, and now that you're the breadwinner, 12 years down the line, this is not working. It's over. Do you want some of that man's money, or do you go back to work?
This is the thing. When you're saying, if I sign a prenup in the first place.
No.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, because you're not speaking to my point.
Okay.
Because I'm saying there is no prenup signed.
If there's no prenup signed, then if as a family we decided that I'm not working, then yeah, we're gonna have to split up some of the stuff.
You want some of that money,
and I want some of the money. Yes, because we made an agreement, and I think it would be fair the other way around. I think if you, as a team, as a family, made that choice, then when things don't work out, then you need to split things up. And there needs to be some fairness there, because obviously you guys made that choice for a reason. Whether it was, hey, I want you to stay home to take care of children, or hey, I don't want my significant other to work, for whatever your reasons are. And there's people that they have their reasons,
Everybody got their own reasons.
there's no I'm not going to judge anybody for whatever their choice is.
Right.
But if we made that decision as a team, then I think that when that team breaks up, then you got to set everybody else up to have that foundation to continue forward. And if you haven't been working in a while, that means that you weren't building a career, you weren't increasing your income, you didn't have that opportunity to build the foundation. So I don't think that it's fair then to be like, well, I didn't want you to work, but I'm going to leave you with nothing. I don't think that's right either. I think before those types of decisions are even made, the couple needs to decide as a team, well, what does this mean if things don't work out? I think that's the responsible thing to do. I think there's a lot of people out there that go into that. That's a life decision. You go into a life decision, you made no plan. That's bullshit.
I agree.
That's a horrible business plan.
Nope,
and at the end of the day, people may not agree with this, but a marriage is a business decision. Whether you want to, it's legally binding, and you're making this choice without having a fully thought out situation. Like, that's poor planning.
I agree 110%. I believe also that there should be a extensive conversation, especially when it comes to, hey, you're the breadwinner. We making a lot of money over here. If it's not, if my nigga, if you the fry cook at Raising Cane's, yeah, we don't really need a prenup. No, my nigga, we don't need a prenup, my nigga. You get the fries in the divorce, my nigga. For real. Yeah, you got them. Now, all the potatoes, they yours. So, but when it becomes like we talking about some real motherfucking money, like Anthony Anderson, his and his wife's getting a divorce. I think he gets to keep the minivan or something like that. Like, yo, that shit was, I heard that shit. I was like, yo, that shit was nuts, my nigga. But hey, if you are in a situation where it's money being made here, there's a conversation to be had. I know that it's a rough conversation when you're talking about love, and that's hard because you're talking about love, and you can't really have a financial conversation. when you're talking about love. It's
Right.
just hard to do,
Yeah.
because the person that's not making the money is going to feel a little offended.
Right. And I will say this. I am speaking from a position of privilege, and I want to acknowledge that I'm speaking from a position of privilege.
Tell me why you're privileged.
Because I know that I'm well educated. I know that I have a career to fall back on. I know that even in my worst case scenario,
She's a catch.
I know that even in my worst case scenario, I know I would still land on my feet. So
I wasn't going to do this, but I'm doing this on the pod so
What?
everybody can see it.
Oh my
Bring me
God.
the ring. No, I'm just fucking. Hey.
But I've never been in the situation where I have felt like I didn't have any options or felt,
Sure.
So that's why I'm speaking from a position of privilege, because, at the end of the day, I could be a therapist at any time.
At any time.
If I decided to not be married for a while and then decided to go back into the field, I don't have to actually ask anybody for a job. I could just run my private practice,
True
and
that.
I would be able to figure it out.
You can figure it out. You can make
Yeah.
your own fucking money.
So I think with that, maybe I think about a prenup because, I have a business. I know that, in my family there's property, there's land. Like, so
you,
for me,
you would get a prenup now.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
My nigga, I don't think you make enough money to get a prenup.
That's what I'm
even
saying.
think
I
you can
don't
afford
think that
the attorney fees.
I don't think that it has anything to do with how much money you make. I think it's just an agreement between two people about, hey, if things just go left, I don't think that like you were talking about in your family about like property and stuff. Like, if all I have is one house and I want to make sure, hey, if I pass, I want to make sure that this property that maybe I bought before I even entered into this relationship with you goes to my family, not to your family. I don't think that you have to make a certain amount of money in order for that to happen. I think that should be an agreement. I think it should be written down. I think it should be legal in case something happens, in case we don't end up together, in case I pass away, in case of whatever.
I agree with that 110%. That happened in my family multiple times, where the men in my family are very successful, and then the women that they decided to shut it down with weren't as successful. And unfortunately, the property that these men in my family acquired ended up not staying in the family. However, it all went to the young lady or whoever that they were dealing with, married. I'm not going to say dealing with, but married.
Yeah.
I don't want to reduce it. So I agree with that 110% when it comes to that, because for me, it's more or less like, yo, my children get everything. Fuck you. I don't care if I married you. I don't care about you, really. Anything that I have, that I've acquired, that's worth anything, it goes to my children. It doesn't go to women and their fucking families and shit. I have an uncle, and he had a bunch of shit. My nigga made tons of money, and his wife, she was a fucking teacher. You know what I'm saying? So look it up. Look up how much fucking teachers make here in Southern California. Do the research yourself. But he made tons of money, and everything he had, house, camper, cars, everything, the entire estate went to that woman. And none of that shit. When I say none of it, none of that shit came to my family. None of it. She got everything.
None to any of his children?
That was a touchy thing, because the woman that he married gave all the cars, because he had like 4 or 5 cars that he bought for her and her family and all kind of shit. He just bought all kind of shit. He just had money. And I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. Yeah, I'm talking about it. So, he bought mad cars, and his daughter, one of his daughters, she had no car.
Yeah.
She had no car, and he bought like mad cars. He had mad cars. And the lady that he married didn't even give her a car. Gave it to her family. Like, she was handing them shits out like she was Oprah. You get a car, and you get a car. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It's pretty fucked up.
I think it speaks to, and again, I don't know either one of those individuals. However, I feel like I would hope that the person that you marry loves your children as much, not maybe as much, but also loves your children, and would look out for them and make sure that they got whatever it is that they wanted. If in a situation where you passed, or even if in the situation of a divorce, like, okay, yeah, we didn't have a prenup, everything's getting split up, but let me make sure you and your family have whatever it is that you guys feel like you need.
It's only fair.
I wouldn't want anybody to feel like they got screwed in the situation, no matter what the situation was. But
when you grimy, you grimy though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you know what though? But you got to take, not you personally, but the collective. You got to take responsibility of the person that you choose to be your life partner. Like, you probably know that being married to them for that long. You probably know that they're a little grimy. You
probably noticed that they were grimy at some point. It might be too late, but you noticed it. Now you're okay. Let's just say, for example, you've noticed. You fell in love with this person, everything's going great. You think this is an incredible person. And then as time goes on, 10 years pass, 15 years pass, and now you notice like, yo, this person is actually kind of grimy. Do you now say, hey, let's fucking sign a prenup? Do you think that person's going to sign a fucking number?
Which is why I think every single person should do one at the beginning. That's why.
No, I agree with that 110%, but you still didn't answer my question.
No,
what do you do in that situation?
I think it's going to be very difficult and very awkward at that point, because you've already developed a life together. At that point, it's kind of hard to do that then if that wasn't already established. So it probably wouldn't happen. And if I'm already married to a person, especially if I'm a grimy person, if you will, why would I sign anything? I'm already entitled to stuff. So who cares?
I'm already entitled.
Yeah.
I get half, nigga. I want half of that, nigga.
There's no reason. So, again, I think it's a cautionary tale for every single person. Nobody thinks that they're going to end up in that situation until they are. Like, when you met me, I was completely broke. I'm not broke now.
No, you're not broke now. You got bread now.
I don't have bread now, but I'm just saying, I'm not.
No, you sipping on Remy Henny. You know what I'm saying? You got Remy Henny in your cup right now. I was before,
so you don't know.
You pouring Hennessy in the Remy.
You don't know how your life is going to change. You don't know what's going to happen. So to just make the assumption that like, oh, we're just gonna this is just what it's going to be for the rest of our lives, and we didn't prepare for no changes. That's poor. Again, back to poor planning.
Oh, that's 100% poor planning. 100% poor planning. Happens every day though.
Yeah.
Happens every day.
People just feel like they're in love and they're just getting married for love. Then if you're getting married for love, then you don't go the legal route. Then have a ceremony.
How about this? What if a nigga just decided, you know what? I'm the motherfucking catch in this relationship. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm the catch in this relationship. Like, yo, I'm the guy. Like, we don't need no motherfucking prenup because I'm the catch.
I think that's a very selfish person then.
To just assume that he's the catch?
Yeah.
So you know about the Simone Biles thing?
Yes. And about her he's her husband now, right? Yeah, he's her husband.
They're married, yeah.
Saying like, oh, because he was saying that like he didn't know who she even was at first. He saw that she did gymnastics, but he didn't know that she was like, an Olympian, basically, what an Olympic winning,
like a medalist.
Yes. So he was saying like, because the guy was like, oh, how did you get her? And he was like, how did she get me? Like, I'm the catch, kind of thing.
That's some arrogant shit to say.
It is.
That's some arrogant shit to say.
And I think
I would never say that on camera, but I would be saying that shit all the time.
That's what I was also going to say. I was like, you know what? Even if you really feel that way, why to the public wouldn't you want your wife to feel differently? Why wouldn't you want her to express?
Feel,
like that. If you went and married her, like, at least to everybody else, like, come on.
I can tell you why.
Why?
He's still out there getting some pussy. Sorry, Simone, but when he's on the road, it's a whole nother face.
Maybe.
It's a whole nother face.
Maybe, but it was and maybe because he's young, so he's childish and can't figure that part out. But I just thought, no matter whether he feels that way or not, it was in poor taste. He shouldn't have said it like that. I don't think so. You know, you should want to uplift your woman up in the public, not make her seem like
not tear her down like you doing her a favor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm doing her a favor by giving her this dick.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Like, if I was Simone Biles, I'd be out of there.
He doubled down on his stance on it. I think he posted something online, and then she, like, you know, he's like, basically, I think he's like in a sense, like, oh, we're strong over here, and she was like, you know, yeah, always, or something. That's not the exact words, but she basically, like,
yeah, because
that's
because Simone Biles is a real nigga, and her nigga is a real bitch ass nigga. Cause my nigga, you should never do that to your woman in a public eye. Like, my nigga, listen, my nigga, you should never do that. Like, yo, oh yeah, nigga, I'm the catch in this relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? She playing second fiddle. Hey, bro, check it out. That's your woman. That's your queen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You make your queen feel like a queen. You feel me? Even if behind the scenes, you know. And I'll tell you, I'll take this a step further.
Yeah.
I'll take this a step further because I did hear the interview.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And the interview was clear when he said, yeah, we was out, you know, when we was dating, we was out, and like kids would stop and stare and just be shaking and shit when they saw her. So basically, you feel threatened. You just mad because they don't know who the fuck you are. My nigga, you wear a helmet, for one. Nobody knows who the fuck you are because you're not performing like a Patrick Mahomes. You feel me? You're not performing like somebody.
Also true.
A Justin Jefferson. You just not performing like a superstar.
The reality.
So wait a minute. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me fucking finish. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga. You just not performing to the highest level. And that's why you feel threatened. So you decided in that moment to take your fucking platform and make your woman look like she thirsty. You know what I'm saying? And you was a ice cold glass of water. Get the fuck out of here.
I agree with that 100% because
Fuck
you're
outta
right.
here.
She is at the absolute top of her game. And
No, she's not.
She in her field, she's not?
No. Simone Biles is not a top tier fucking gymnast anymore. No, but she is more famous than this bitch ass. Do you even know his name? What's his name?
Buddy. No, I don't know his name.
Nobody knows his name.
You don't think
his own mama be like,
do you know?
Boy, you know your name.
Bub, do you know how many medals she's won? What do you mean she's not at the top of her game?
What I mean by she's not at the top of her game is that if Simone Biles goes out there and start doing flips and shit, she's not going to win a gold medal. That's what I mean, top of her game.
Why not?
Because she is Simone Biles, and Simone Biles is like 30 now.
It wasn't. Do you know how long ago it wasn't that long ago.
When's the last time she won a gold medal? Because I know the last Olympics, she was not the top of the list. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
I watch the Olympics a lot, and I know that. Yep, I watch the Olympics every time.
Okay.
I love Olympics, but I know for a fact that she's not like at the top of her game, but she's more famous than this bitch ass nigga. I don't even know who you are, bro. I don't even know what position you play.
No, you're wrong on that, but that's okay.
When's the last time she won a gold medal?
I don't know her stats, bub. I don't know her stats.
But I'm wrong though.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Is it not my opinion? Can I not have an opinion that you're wrong?
Can have an opinion.
You have an opinion. You don't know when the last time she won one either.
I know it wasn't the last Olympics.
How do you know?
Because I watched the last
Who won then?
Olympics. It was some white girl. It was a little ass white girl.
Do you know there's multiple, like...
Is she white? Is Simone Biles white?
No, but that wasn't...
then she didn't win a gold medal.
But there's multiple multiple things, like...
Yeah, she didn't win a gold medal.
And none of them.
No, she didn't win a gold medal in a general sense in the last Olympics. She did not win a gold medal. It was it was a big thing.
It was a big thing.
Be wrong. Yeah, it was a big thing.
It was a big thing. Everybody
because she's very famous.
You sound like Donald Trump right now. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. This is locker room talk. This is locker room talk.
Either way, okay. Let's say even if in your version she didn't win a gold medal in the last one, she has been at the top of her game in a general sense.
Well, in general, my nigga, the way that I feel about it is this.
Okay, let's hear it.
My man, bro, hey, listen. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Nobody knows what position you play. They don't even know what number you are. I don't even know what is it. Green Bay?
Did you know him though?
Green. Who the fuck you play for?
But before
he looks familiar, but I don't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, you don't know him either.
He looks familiar, but I don't know who the man is.
I wonder how often somebody calls him Simone Biles' husband or boyfriend or whatever.
Every time. Because he even said it in the interview that people was stopping and staring at her.
Yeah.
Not him. They didn't stop him like, oh my God, you're the fucking ball boy.
You might be right though. Maybe he was feeling salty about that.
He feels salty about
then, do
that
you think
shit.
The relationship is gonna last then?
The relationship's not gonna last, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Simone, but you can call me. You feel me? You call me. I'm going to treat you like a fucking queen. I'm going to treat you like the queen you is. And when I get in front of the camera, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to self-deprecate like, nah, you know what? I can't believe in a general sense. Like, first of all, listen, unless you tell everybody that we met online, I'm not going to say that. Like, why would I say that? But Simone Biles is online.
You think that's a bad thing to say?
I'm just saying that I wouldn't say it. I'd let her say it.
Okay.
If she decided to divulge that information, then yeah, I'm gonna be all over the internet like, can you believe it? Nigga, I was just scrolling for all of these bum ass bitches on Tinder and ran into Simone. Like, that's what I'm on.
Well, he didn't. Well, that's what he was saying. He didn't even know that that's who she was.
Nah, my nigga, it doesn't matter because the way that he ended that conversation, it was
poor taste. But how old? I wonder how old.
Not even the word.
I wonder how old he is. He must be young. He obviously is in his 20s.
He don't care about that girl. I'm just telling you.
You know what,
Simone? He don't care about you.
I would say that too.
He don't care about you.
He didn't appear that he really valued that relationship.
He does not, and I'm not even going to say that because I don't know how much he values the relationship, but he does not value that woman. That is
not one and the same.
That's not one and the same. You can value the woman and not value the relationship, and vice versa. Those things can be true, but I don't think he values that woman, because if you value that woman, my nigga, you're not going to go on there and say, like, at no point ever am I going to get on a public platform and say the things that you said about that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, no, she bust me, nigga.
She didn't say, and she was like, well, at least publicly, you know, she's been cool about it.
That's because she's a real nigga. She's a real nigga. She is genuine. Him, nah, bro. Nah. Mm-hmm. You don't do that. You don't do that to your woman. And if you do that to your woman, I'm judging you. Simple as that.
Fair enough.
Simple as that. No, now I guess we need to get into the fuck you segment.
Oh yeah.
Because I know you had a fuck you. I heard you had a fuck you.
You know what? And I don't know. And usually at this part, I normally do. I'm very peaceful, very calm. I avoid conflict at all costs most of the time.
Sure.
However, I was really upset because I ordered something on Amazon like we all do. And at my apartment, they have like multiple apartments with the same number.
You live in an apartment?
I do. They have multiple apartments with the same number, but like there's a differential in some of them with like a letter or something, like A or B or whatever. And so
all over the apartment.
There's multiple apartments, not all of them, but there's a few like mine that like have an A and B situation.
Get the fuck out of here. Really?
Yeah.
That's super stupid. Okay, go ahead.
So my apartment is one of those, and so frequently it happens. It gets delivered to the other apartment.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. Really quick. So throughout your apartment, the apartments are separated by number.
Yes.
And then throughout those numbers, just because I want the audience to understand what's happening here.
Okay.
Your apartments are separate by numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
So, for example,
okay, you finished.
So, for example, let's say there's an apartment 7. There may be a 7A and a 7B, or there may be just like a 7 and a 7B, or something of that nature. Like there's something.
So now the audience understands what's happening.
There's something to differentiate the two apartments, but you know the number is the same. So I had a package, and so my apartment number is similar to somebody else's, but it's differentiated by a letter. And it frequently has been sent to that other apartment. And when that happens, the old tenant that lived there, we would just, like she would either leave it there on her porch or would bring it over and vice versa when it would happen the other way around. However, there's a new person that lives there, and my package got delivered, and you could tell, the lighting of your front door. And so when they sent me the photo of it being delivered, I was like, oh, that's not my porch, that's the other person's porch. So I went, took my time. I was out and about, so I took my time getting home. I figured it was still gonna be there, or they would have placed it at my door. They didn't.
How much time did you wait before the time it got delivered to the time you went home to get
it?
It
was like 4 hours. So it wasn't even, well, maybe for some people that's long, but for me, I'm like, that's not that long. It's not like a full work day or anything.
No.
So I get there, as I'm walking up the stairs to the other person's apartment, and I get up there, and they're actually having to be coming out of the apartment. And I was like, oh, did you get my package? And she was like, oh, yes, but I gave it to this other person who lives in a completely other apartment, and they took it in there. And so I just immediately walked to that other apartment, knocked on their door, no answer. So I went back to the other lady, and I'm like, hey, well, why did you even give it to that person? And I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the purpose of this? I'm like, why didn't you just leave my package, like, at the mailboxes, at my doorstep, leave it here? Any of these things would have been a great option. And she didn't have no answer for me. She hemming and hawing about where the other one may live. They got a sister that lives somewhere in an apartment building. So now I'm pissed. I'm going downstairs. I'm throwing a whole fit. Now, it wasn't about what was in the package itself, because it wasn't anything that great. However, it was just the principle. It was the principle of, like, why would you touch somebody else's stuff and then take it inside where you don't know me? How am I going to find it? So to that person, I am giving them a definite fuck you, for whoever was involved. And I'm convinced that they was trying to do something shady, because, again, why would you make all of those choices? Lady who it was delivered to, why are you giving it to some person who you know is not theirs? That, to me, just baffles me.
Who's the fuck you going to? Because I haven't heard you say fuck you to go to anybody.
The fuck you was going to the original lady it was delivered to, and
12, what is she in? 12, 9?
Whatever she's in.
Whatever.
And the other lady that she gave it to. Because between the two of you guys made dumbass decisions, or you guys were trying to do something shady. I'm not really sure. But the fuck you to both of you, because you made me waste a trip home to try to find my package. And then I had to, like, text my manager, like, try to make up a story, like, I think they're trying to their ass out too. I think they're trying to be helpful. Can you help me? Because I didn't want her to think I was angry. Because I don't want to be the angry black woman all the time, where people are scared, like, oh no, I don't know anything. So I was trying to be friendly about it, but I was so pissed yesterday. So it was just like I'm like, we're neighbors. How come you're not being neighborly? Why aren't you trying to be helpful?
That's neighborly if I see your package outside on the doorstep and I take it inside.
Right, where I can't
keep
find
it safe and warm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dumbest shit ever.
I'm the neighborliest nigga ever.
It was just so unnecessary.
Let me take your package inside and give it home.
I know.
Give your package a home.
It makes you want to have revenge. Like, yo, something of yours is going to be delivered to my place.
So you never got the motherfucking package?
I ended up getting it.
Oh my God!
What? My manager texted me but this was like hours later. Texted me and was like, "Oh, I put it on your door." Didn't say it. That's exactly what I said. Like, how did you get it?
But did you ask her though?
No. Again.
Oh, bitch! Wait. Well, how did you get it? That's my first question.
No, because by the time I saw her text, it was hours later from her saying, like, "Oh, I put it on your porch."
Hours later, how'd you get it, bitch? How'd you get it?
But I think I was already irritated. I just didn't feel like anybody continuing to lie to me about what happened to my shit. And I'm sure it's happened to other people where people are touching their stuff. And I don't understand people touching people's things in a general sense. If it's not yours, just leave it there. That's what I've done. If I see a package, this is they meant to deliver to the other place, I'm gonna leave it right here.
All right, let me say this. Let me say this publicly.
Go ahead.
Let me. You know what?
He's getting in position. He's getting in position. He's getting in position.
Zoom in. Listen, if you're stealing packages, my nigga, you're a peasant. Stop stealing packages. And what you need to do is run up in one of these businesses and steal an application. and fucking fill it out, nigga. And maybe you will collect a job in the process of this fucking caper. You know what I'm talking about? You broke ass niggas out here. You're yanking packages off of people's doorsteps and shit. And you might be stealing. Listen, if this was your grandma or your grandpa or whatever, your mom, your dad, your sister, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, and you're stealing these packages, and in these packages, you don't know what they are. It says Amazon, it says UPS. I don't know what the fuck it says on these packages. I don't care. The fact of the matter is my nigga, that when you stealing these packages, you don't know if there is life-saving medication in these packages. And then now somebody is like, fucking can't fucking breathe or fucking bleed or whatever the fuck they can't do now. They can't blink. I don't know what
Where
niggas
are you
do.
going with this, buddy?
Can you shut the fuck up and let me finish? Listen, you don't know what's in the package. Stop stealing packages off of niggas' doorsteps, okay? Stop doing it. It's not, you bust the shit open and then it ain't nothing but a fucking woogie in there. Like, what are you gonna do with a woogie? You gotta I don't even know what a woogie is. I don't know what a woogie is, but you bust it open, it's a fucking woogie. Now you can't do nothing. Or you bust it open and there's some motherfucking diabetic medication or something. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take it back? You're not gonna take it back. So you're just gonna throw it away, and now this person has to go through the weekend, Christmas vacation, and all of this shit where everything's closed, where they probably damn near dead because you wanted to fucking pick up something for Secret Santa, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bullshit.
Everybody's secret.
I catch you. I'm not gonna. Listen. I don't care if the authorities is listening right now. If I catch you, I am going to. And you got me on record, so everybody knows that it's true. And if it happens, yep. Hey, judge, I did it. Pull this. RICO case. Yep. If I catch you stealing my shit, I'm going to drag you into my apartment at gunpoint. And then I'm going to torture you.
There's a lot going on, buddy.
Yep, I'm fucking you up. Because if I catch you, I'm fucking you up. I'm going to bring you in because in the state of California, they got to be in your house for you to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Bringing them in?
I'm bringing you in.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it on the doorstep, my nigga. No, you come inside. Nigga. I'm bringing you in and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do to you. My mama taught me how to torture a nigga. I know how to torture a nigga.
Wow.
Yeah,
your mom, huh?
My mom taught me how to torture a nigga, so I'm going to torture the fuck out of me.
A good lesson in life.
Torture me the fuck out of a nigga. Let me catch you stealing my shit off the doorstep. I got cameras too. So if I see you and I recognize you, yeah, I'm going to find you at your house. I'm going to bring you to my house and bring you inside. You coming inside because that's when I can do what I want to do.
All right.
So stop stealing people's shit, man. Y'all, fuck you, nigga. How many fingers am I holding up,
right.
nigga? All you niggas that stealing packages, just can you see how many fingers we holding up? It's just so on. Yeah. So stop fucking stealing people's packages, man. That's fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry.
But it worked out though, and I was able to give my Christmas gift to my designated party.
Oh, well then that's good. Well, it was a happy ending. So I did all of that for nothing.
Yes.
I did all. You know what? Keep stealing packages then. Long as you steal our shit, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Long as you steal my shit, my bro, I don't care.
You know what, bud?
It
was so much fun hanging out with you today, as usual.
It was kind of fun hanging out with you too.
Oh, never mind. I'll take my shit back. I don't want to talk to you no more anyways.
It's all good, man. No, we had a good time, man. I had a good time, man. It was a good pod, man. We'll do this again next week. And we just going to keep getting better and better and better. We just going to keep tweaking the pod and tweaking the pod. We both got wrenches in this motherfucker. It's a wrench right up in here. And she got a wrench on her side too. And we just tweaking this motherfucker, man. We just gonna keep tweaking until we get it to where you deem it acceptable, and that's what it is. And since you didn't ask me, because you didn't ask me last week.
Oh, what?
You didn't ask me this week.
What?
But I'm gonna tell you this week for sure.
What's that?
What's in my cup?
Oh yes,
is Crown and Red Bull.
Oh,
yeah,
our wings.
Yeah. Crown and Red Bull, I got wings, baby. So, generally speaking, here at the Cranberry Pod, we do the Cranberry Pod here at my home. I have a little baby bar in the crib, and I do make signature cocktails. So next week, I'm going to introduce a signature cocktail. I'm going to tell you how to make it, and I'm going to give you all the ingredients, and then you make it at home, and then you can tell everybody where you got the motherfucker. Right here.
Jay's Bar
Right
and
here.
Chill.
Jay's Bar and Chill. I'll put the fucking link up and the picture up and everything. I'll pull my dick out.
Please put it back.
I'm not going to put my dick out. It's not big enough to put it out. So if it was big enough, I'd pull it out.
Okay.
But it's not big enough to pull out. Anyway, great pod.
Great pod.
I had a great time too. Everybody, thank you for giving us your time. I know it went a little over today. It's a little much. I'm sorry. I'll cut a lot of it. I'm going to cut a lot of that out. But thank you for showing up, man. And we're going to catch you.
All
Peace
right.
out.
Bye.
Peace.